Yo,
What's up, y'all?
what's up,
How
folks?
we doing? Welcome, everybody. 24/7 Comics Live. Overloaded.
Overloaded. Yeah,
But
I should have.
really, how are you feeling, Carl? How overloaded are you?
I'm freaking tired, to be honest. There's a lot going on in life right now, but I'm so psyched to just share everything that's going on. I wish I had like a little thing that could like do the whole like Goku like Dragon Ball hair. Can you make that for me for like a cosplay? It'd be kind of fun.
Absolutely.
That'd be dope. I mean, speaking of cosplay, we're going to LA Comic Con. I think the 24/7 team will be representing at LA Comic Con. So, anything you're looking forward to?
I am so excited to see you and Mary again in person because we're usually Zooming. So obviously, I'm really excited for a meetup. But we are also gonna try. I think it's gonna be successful. But we're gonna meet up with some of our friends too. So Michelle, Justin, you've seen him on a bunch of our streams. I may be doing a little cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll leave it at that. Wait, I'll give one clue.
Yeah, one clue. All right, you guys guess below. Guess in the comments.
Guess
oh yeah,
below. What am I doing this time?
Yes,
Okay.
guess below. And if you guess it right, we'll send you something for free. I don't know.
Yes,
what that
we'll
is,
send you something cool. Definitely.
We'll give it to you at LA Comic Con if you're coming. But yeah,
yes,
if you haven't done
this
so
Saturday
already,
we will be there. So if you're going to be around Saturday, let us know. I think we'll probably put on our stories like where we're planning on being, but we're really just kind of there to hang out. We don't have anything. We're not stuck to a table this time, so we get to gallivant a bit.
Yeah, I think it's more explorative because I think like I've been mostly running around the cons, with a lot of the talent, and I think where we are today is the team, I think wants to get more involved with the con, and so I was like, oh, why don't we just go to our backyard and check out what's going on, and maybe we could brainstorm as to like things that we could be doing more of, right? Because one of the things that I've been talking a lot about, I think even internally as a discussion, is in a way the comic cons are like the new LCS, where I think local comic book shops were kind of like the live venues for music in a way, like that was like the thing back in the day. But now everyone goes to music festivals, right? And so I do feel like Comic Cons is a reflection of that evolution. So I'm kind of excited. We're gonna go to a music festival together. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and like, I'm actually excited to go with you because I get very like distracted. I'm like, I just want to go see my friends, and then I don't really like take advantage of each and every section. Like the comic art section is something that I've always wanted to browse with someone with an amazing art collection. Like get inside your head, just like what are you looking for? What's catching your eye? Because I'm one of those people that's like, I like my themes and I like my covers, but I really, through the experience of 24/7 comics and meeting the artists, have such a deeper appreciation for just everything.
Yeah, I'm actually curious who the dealers will be. I think a lot of artists will sell their art there, but I'm curious myself who the dealers are. And yeah, we'll definitely do a round around the art dealers and check out the art and talk art and talk about all that crack. It's a different type of addiction for sure.
It's been a whirlwind of a year.
How about you? What's been going on in your life?
Oh, I went to a wedding in Puerto Rico. I kind of like danced with the hurricane around that part of the country for a bit, but I made it home in one piece, and a couple mosquito bites, but I didn't get eaten alive like last time. So I am just happy to be home and happy to be home for my favorite season. It felt almost like fall when I got back.
Oh, yeah, nice. It was nice when you got back, and then it kind of got hot again, right? Yeah.
So we're back in time for, we've got a ton of activations. We had a really busy last month anyway, and we haven't really had a chance to catch up ourselves and with all of you, especially. It's, obviously, I must remind you, follow us on our socials, on our newsletter. We check it every day. We're really, really building a really cool community. So if it's not me, it's someone else responding right away and getting you guys whatever it is you need. So we have quite a few announcements,
Yeah,
but
no. Before the announcement, I also want to thank a lot of folks who's been emailing in feedback for our books. I know in the back of our, let's see, I'll share the page here. On the back of our book, we do show and ask for feedback, and so let me see. Let me add this guy to stage. Okay. So at the end of the book, the Zero Ghost Artist Edition, or we say, enjoy reading the comic. Give us your feedback by emailing us at community@247comics.com. People are emailing us, which is freaking awesome. So super thankful that everyone is even taking the time to do so. And yeah, in fact, we're about to launch our store. So if you didn't get a chance to grab your Evermind issues number 1, 2, 3, some of these limited editions will show up later, but the artist edition will be there as well. Definitely check out the store coming soon.
yeah, store is coming soon, and we are hot off of a massively successful Evermind signing.
Yeah.
We were
Wow,
at
that
Collective
was crazy.
Paradise Pasadena. I mean, it was my first signing that I think I was like a key figure in. I always stop by and I'm always like, ooh, cool, and like talk to the fans. But oh my gosh, it was over 200 people. And people showed up early. People were respectful. It was incredible to see, like, obviously, Sean Chen and Daniel Wu are both incredible and have like different fan bases. So for them to come together, it was wild to see some of the things that people brought in to be signed. I
Yeah,
mean, we were
it
getting
was.
like samurai swords, we were getting like cool helmets, obviously incredible like Weapon X artwork. One of our new buddies, Chris, brought in. So hello, Weapon X, we love you.
Oh yeah,
But
he
just,
had like so much Sean Chen stuff. It was crazy.
he had like
He
this
had a
like
whole library.
lockbox full
Yeah.
of like, I was like, nope, I don't want to look in it even. I'll wait till you get to the table. So
No, that was crazy. I
just
mean, even
such good vibes.
no, shout out to owner Ed. He said he hasn't seen something like that in a long time. And I think, yeah, like you, I was literally talking to Daniel the day before, and then I was having lunch with Sean, and we're all kind of like, oh, don't know what to expect. And then when we showed up, there was already like a mini horde, like just waiting, and like it was
Yeah.
awesome because we saw like both of their super fans show up and like
Mhm.
mix into the audience, and I think that was awesome. So there's a ton of like recaps and ton of like videos. You guys could go on our socials, 24/7 Comics HQ on Instagram. Sarah's been doing a great job posting a lot of those, so definitely check it out.
Oh yeah, such good stuff, you guys. And the major feedback we've gotten is our community, but specifically our creators and artists are the nicest. Like,
Yeah.
just it's a totally different vibe from some of like my cosplay experiences in the past. And fans came for a multitude of reasons, but at the end of the day, they were excited to read more comics.
Yeah.
So mission accomplished. And oh, I'm still like, it was just so cool to see and be a part of. So thank
I
you
was
everybody.
tired. I was tired after all that. How'd you feel after like
I didn't
after
realize
all
we'd
that?
been there like 5 hours.
It's
We'd been
crazy.
there like 5 hours because it was just like constant stream of new excitement. So I feel like maybe we had to decompress after, but in the moment I was just like, oh my gosh, they're still coming. And like I would walk outside and it was like around the block. So
It's true.
pretty
I think the
good,
whole
pretty good first experience for me.
the whole adrenaline, you just don't feel it, right? It's kind of crazy because Sean told me afterwards that he used to go on like bus tours because when he was at Valiant Comics, the publisher was also Aerosmith's manager, and so they would put them on Aerosmith's tour bus, and they would do like month-long tours, and they'll stop at 3 comic shops a day. They'll do like a 10 a.m. 2 hours, and then they'll go get lunch. They'll get on the bus to the next location. They'll do like a 2 p.m. to like 2 to 4, whatever, and they'll grab dinner and they'll drive to like an after thing, like 8 to 10, and they'll sleep on the bus and they'll go to the next city. So I was like, wow, they're like rock stars back in the day. I was like,
Yeah.
I think like, dude, I was so tired after one. How did they do 3 a day for like a month? It's insane.
It's so crazy. And then just watching them with their like 300 copies each. I was like kind of instigating a race, but I mean, Daniel Wu is almost just as used to like signing autographs. So that
Yeah.
was, I was so impressed because we got a late start and just beautiful books, you guys. Like Evermind signing leads us right into, we are very, very soon to launch our web store. So this is something the rest of the team has really been putting their heart and soul into. Such great books. We've had them available online, definitely through Vivi for quite some time. But, you know, once you miss the Kickstarter, it's kind of like, you know, where do you go from here? And we're just so excited to now just have everything available, exactly what you want. You can bundle it, can package it. We also have cool swag. So I'm really excited for that. I've been like living in my sweater. You guys will see soon.
Did you know that? No, it's crazy. I'm looking at this. Did you know he writes English and Chinese?
I thought that. Okay. And it's on every single one, pretty much.
Wow, he has some crazy like hand like dexterity.
You cannot forge that.
Wow, that's
That's
crazy.
so beautiful.
I could kind of forge Shanzo, I think.
You can.
I
You
could like
see.
practice a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there
Oh,
you go, guys. Signed books from Evermind will be available on our web store. So definitely look out for that. And then, you know, if anything, too, you know, we are going to be doing more of these events because this first one was a bit of an experiment. And honestly, if like 3 people showed up, we don't know if we would have done more of these. And so if you're a local comic book shop, you follow us on social media, you see, you know, what a amazing reception we had and you're interested in hosting one of these events, let us know. Happy to make our way out to you, bring an audience, and you know see if it fits within the busy schedule of both Sean and Daniel. We would love to show up for you. So definitely reach out. Other than that, I think you know we're planning for New York Comic Con. We're gonna have more announcements coming up. I won't you know spoil anything yet because it's still a couple weeks away. But next week we'll definitely have some announcement as to who's going to be there, and we're coming strong. We're actually going to have probably one of our biggest rosters present at any con. So super excited because you know these creators are the blood, life and blood of 24/7, and so for you guys to meet them and engage them, I think it's going to be super fun.
it's going to be incredible. It's going to be a doozy. What is that, your fourth convention this year? Actually, no, because with this weekend, that'll be like 6.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I think we kind of balance around like 4 or 5 a year ish.
Mhm.
I think personally, I like to go to a couple as well. Like you know, I don't know. I think New York is probably my second or third favorite now. It used to be like number one, but then OAX happened, which is like the original art convention, and then Baltimore Comic Con was what was super fun because I just made so many friends there, and now it's almost like a little like summer camp every year.
Yeah,
So
I
it
hear
kind of
that.
bumped down New York to number three, sadly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally understandable. You're like,
but
I've seen the masses. I want to hang out with my friends now.
oh, it's gonna be great. New York is gonna be a huge artist alley, and you know, but with that said, you know, we'll kind of come back to New York later. What we will go to next is, you know, if you haven't checked it out yet, episode 4 of our comic 24/7 comic book club is airing now. So go to our videos and check it out. And we have a little special appearance as well. So at the very least, definitely go and check that out because we're pretty blown away that he was down to show up. And
Yeah,
so yeah, it was awesome.
just very, very different time zones and just busyness. And you will see that there's a special relationship there that I totally geeked on when I found out. So it's just so much fun, and it's been so great getting the feedback. Everyone is reading again, everybody is collecting again, and just introducing people that I've met that were maybe more into like toys or movies or whatever. We're all coming around. It's been an
Yeah. So
incredible.
apparently, after this last episode, there's a comment that I need to work on my screen name because Carl Choi is too boring. So I need to figure something out.
Right. You need your alter ego.
Yeah, I need to figure it out.
We don't have a villain yet.
I know that's true. Maybe I should do something kind of evil.
No.
It's hard, but then they
Okay,
won't take me
so
seriously
please
because I'm like
suggestions
laughing all
below.
the time. Yeah,
If you would like to comment Carl Choi's new nickname, please
yeah.
do. We
Give me
will
a
be
nickname.
creating them.
Give me a nickname. I'm down as long as
And I always just go nerdy Barbie. I'm like, because there's so many Sarahs. I like don't even respond to my mom calling my name. Like, somebody else. Somebody else.
What's
Yeah.
funny is speaking of Sarah's, I mean there was like 4 Carls at Baltimore Comic Con.
And that's
That was
crazy.
hilarious. Yeah. So we were at a dinner and there was 2 of us. So every time someone said Carl, both Carl and I would be like,
Right.
it was pretty funny.
Oh, I love that. But yeah,
Okay. So, what else?
we have that up and running. We're going to continue the book club, so we're always looking for suggestions, preferably something a little bit more independent. But that's been such a blast, and we're currently filming the next one. So let us know what we should read. We're super down for any kind of experience at this point. I'm getting my feet wet, and now I'm like, okay, I'm kind of going through things kind of fast. So any suggestions are appreciated down below.
Yep. The other thing we want to talk about is man, doesn't it feel like it's been forever since the Zero Ghost Kickstarter campaign?
It's freaking me out because that was like my life. I was so in it, and now I'm like, I feel like my baby went off to summer school, and I'm like awaiting. I'm waiting,
Yeah.
but not for long because
they're already in the warehouse, ready for shipping. So if you did back our Kickstarter, it will be shipping as soon as you fill your survey. So thank you, folks, first of all, for basically backing this campaign. But even more cool is the books are ready to go. So I really applaud the team for being able to turn this whole thing around so quickly, because often I think the number one warning for a lot of folks that advise us on Kickstarter is to not like overpromise as far as timing goes. And so we typically do about like a 9-month kind of ideal turnaround. But it looks like we're doing less than 9 weeks turnaround.
That's what I was. Okay, so how unusual is this? It seems crazy.
Apparently not very usual, and I think some people do scratch their heads as to like why we do it this way. I think for me, it's more just like, again, like at 24/7 Comics, we often just keep asking ourselves if things could be done better. And so for me, I grew up in the Amazon generation. I mean, like, how often do you like try to order something and then because it's gonna show up Monday instead of Friday, you just cancel, right? You're kind of like, it's not. It's taking forever, But yeah,
we have
right?
no chill. We have no chill at all.
Yeah, no chill. We're like,
or if they even make me pay for shipping, I'm like, I don't need it.
See, we're so spoiled. And so yeah, it's funny because like we were just talking about how Evermind, we basically like absorb a lot of shipping because that was part of it. Obviously, I don't think we could do that anymore, but there was a big lesson learned, right? It's like we want to be able to find that fine balance. Is as much as the customer service and satisfaction as it is about just being up to date. I think us, having people wait for a year, like, and then potentially asking them to back something again, it's a challenge, man. Like I asked myself the question, like, would I back something again if I haven't gotten what I, already pledged for? And so our promise to our community is to deliver books as fast as possible and then get books in your hands before we show you what we got next. And we got a lot of stuff coming up next.
Yeah. We keep it moving. Yep. But I can't wait to. People are always like, well, the ending or whatever. I'm like, no, I have very educated guesses, but that's it. And I'm fully obsessed with Zero Ghost. And I want to say I saw another Kira cosplay already. And I posted it on our Instagram, but it's from one of our friends on X. And she's doing like 30 Days of VV something, but we have another Kira cosplay.
Wait, what? Where's this?
Yes, I got to look on our Instagram. I put it on our stories just before we got started here earlier. But I knew it was a vibe, but her hair is perfect. And I'm like, oh, I rushed mine a bit. But oh yeah, the Kiras are coming.
Oh, what the heck? This is
Yeah.
crazy.
So
This
cool, right?
is, yo, this is dope.
Yeah. She went,
Look at this.
look at this, guys.
So who is this?
This is one of our friends that we made through the Kickstarter. And so, like on X and Instagram, I'm like, what? This is what I live for.
That's
So look at that.
crazy.
We knew it was iconic, but she did the necklaces perfectly. I'm just like,
Dang, I didn't even see this.
iconic.
This is a great highlight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it
Kinda
begins. So yes, I'm a huge Zero Ghost fan, and people are asking me like, "Oh, I heard you talking about that Kickstarter so much," and then not. And I'm like, that's literally the point. I know we're not all comic people, but come on. So now, actually, for 1 week only 1 week, and it starts today, you can go on Pledge Master, Pledge
Yep.
Manager. I always say that wrong.
Yep.
Okay. What's up,
What's up,
Chanimal?
Chanimal? Long time no see, brother. This guy's been a big supporter from day one, man.
Yes.
Obviously,
We love
we've
you. If you missed it,
yeah.
we're trying to come up with Carl Choi's actual like nickname,
AKA.
aka
Oh
Book
man,
Daddy or
Chanimal is gonna
something.
start contributing. I'm sure he's had ideas. We broke bread too in New York. He's my
Oh,
man.
that's so
So it's been
cool.
great.
Hopefully again this year.
Yeah,
So yeah, we're starting to get.
I don't. Well, how do you even say her name? Clarissa Latina.
Let me see if I can
Yeah.
say it.
But yeah, we definitely need more cosplayers.
She needs, yeah, I know, and I knew that the characters were iconic in that way. They're so fun. That was the first thing I said. I'm like,
yeah,
they're so fun to put together and specific, but not like outrageously difficult. And that is a dream. So
AKA C Cash. C Cash.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it. I like
it. Hip hop. Very hip hop. All right, what else?
It's gonna get
Overload
good.
episode. What else are we talking about?
Yes, so talk about Pledge Manager.
Yeah, so Pledge Manager is basically a partner to Kickstarter. So for those of you who back the campaign, typically what happens then is Kickstarter outsources to Pledge Manager. We outsource to them as well, and basically it allows you to fill in your address. It'll determine shipping, and you could also at that time add different bundles. So we're gonna have some bundles for Evermind. We're gonna have bundles for pins, bundles for I think Zero Ghosts, variant covers, packages. So you can add those if you want. For those of you who missed it, because we had a lot of comments actually asking about that. So we basically add those. And then once you do that, our warehouse would basically ship out right away. So basically that's all you need to do. So everyone who did back, just make sure you fill out that survey ASAP and get the books in hand ASAP. So we're pretty excited because we're gonna get ready to launch something else as soon as this campaign gets out there, and I feel like you guys are gonna love what you see next.
I really love how you like complete something and then move on. How is Brian doing with those commissions?
Good question. I do need to follow up with him on that. He has a lot of sketching to do.
He made a lot of progress like while he had that momentum, but I know that's gonna be so cool to see.
We should have him here next week. We should have him next week to talk about it for sure. Yeah,
we're definitely hoping to do a little pre-New York stream, so we'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. But it's like our little baby. I'm so excited to get those books in hand and finally know. The writing is out of this world.
Yep.
So what happens, Carl, if people miss this week?
If they miss this week, you can have another opportunity because, one of the biggest things that we've been working on has been a really kind of a evergreen place for a lot of what we're doing, which is our 24/7 comics web store. And so what this encompasses is really, an ability for folks to pick up whatever they may have missed. So here's a little preview. I think we're not supposed to show too much of it, but you get a sense of kind of what it's about. But it'll be at 247comics.com, and the idea is we're going to be doing drops based on the different titles. And once you kind of see the different titles, then you'll be able to grow from here. So my volume is a little low. How's my volume now? Is it better now?
So good.
Okay.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool. I think Mary and the team, Jane, they've done a really good job of design, and it's gonna be a very fresh store. And I think for us, as we expand as a company, we also want to have new offerings. So we start with comics, but at the end of the day, we're always really exploring this idea of a modern franchise. And so, what does that look like? It looks like the ability for the community members to have different elements of collectibles that comes out of these stories. And so, yeah, each of these print runs are going to be unique to themselves. So obviously, once we sell out this print run for Kickstarter, this kind of premium edition, we'll never print it again. And so we really encourage you to, grab these issues if you haven't already. And with the store, you'll be able to get it again if you miss out on the pledge manager
It's
week.
my favorite feature of this is like, I don't know. I think I have really good taste because everything I select like sells out or is sold out already. So thank you, Mary. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Carl, because if you can't get exactly what you want, you will be notified right away and be
Yeah.
able to get it. Because how many times are you like, oh, I missed it. And then you missed the second drop. And then like you just wanted that one specific thing, so it turns you off of everything else. So I do really appreciate that. We had the limited pins that are going up there that I got to see in person at the signing, and those are really awesome as well. I feel like I'm a pin collector. Having that little combo is just such an asset.
Where's my
You got
pin board?
some?
Let me grab my pin board real quick.
Yes.
We had this at a preview.
I stuck a bunch to my sweater, so
Nice. So we had these as a preview at the store, and people loved it. It was awesome because they rarely get to see these collectibles, and these are all characters from within Evermind. And so what's cool is if you have been with us for a long time, we have some of these older kind of purple logo. This was like a whole different realm. Evermind used to be called Genesis, so that was kind of like the early times. And then we also have our characters. We have Dapper, Bobo. We have the Empyrean. Dude, we have Chanimals pin right here. It's crazy.
look at
And then we also have Not For Sale. That's mine. And then we have kind of the Worker Bobo. We have like the Blizzard Bobo. We have the cool combos of like Brittany and Bobo. So great job in the cosplay, Sarah, by the way. Of Brittany. And then we have a kind of a smoking Brittany, and also this I forgot what that mask is called. And then this little I don't know what to call this because she's a fairy, but she's in handcuffs. So it's a little kind of a naughty, manga anime thing going on.
You guys are gonna love this story. It's
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So you'll find these characters in the story. So we really want to kind of just showcase a lot of that. But yeah, we love pins, and so at least I do. And we find that when you actually hold and see these pins,
I like good pins, good quality pins, and these are fantastic.
And they're all kind of double back, so not just one pin. There's double in the back, so you can make sure they stay on and stay fit. So yeah, that will also be available in the store as well.
So cool. Now, Carl, I don't know. I'm a spoiler, I think. What about our animated Bobo?
That's for New York. We'll save it for New York.
Okay,
we're definitely gonna prove it. It's gonna be super cool. Yeah. So we won't
censor that.
Too much.
Delete that.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's gonna be cool though.
It's gonna be cool. I'm pretty excited about that one because I feel like that's gonna be a surprise. I think we've at one point early on we started off as more of a technology company. I think we had to kind of figure out our ways, and obviously now we are a publisher first, and then we're gonna evolve in different realms to be able to provide for our community. But yeah, we're still growing, and I think in time you'll see that we're gonna bring something a little different to the table. So I'm pretty excited about that overall.
Ah, it's gonna be a big year. I mean, LA Comic Con is this weekend, then you're off to New York.
Yep. It's
And
gonna be a crazy year.
very, very busy.
Yeah. So I think we covered all that. Definitely sign up for the newsletter if you're not on the newsletter yet. The drop is coming. So the Evermind drop is going to happen on 247comics.com. The way it's going to work is drops by title. So we're going to have limited quantities of each of the items. And then you just got to hop on, first come, first serve. And when it sells out, it sells out. So yeah, pretty excited about that. And, tell a friend because, I think Evermind is a beautiful read. And so we've gotten a lot of positive feedback and we feel like you will enjoy it. So I think that's pretty much everything for today. We want to do a quick check-in just to stream and let you guys know there's a lot going on. And, it's not like we're just, not doing anything, but it's been super active. And I think what we're going to do going into November and December is really spend more time planning for next year because we have already some, pretty big things we're working on. And, it'll be fun, for you guys to experience kind of what we want you to see next year.
Yeah. One thing I kind of would love to do for the month of October, we'll start talking about it, start figuring it out, but it would be so cool to do like just a low-key cosplay contest.
That'd be fun.
Any of our books, any character with a picture of the book, and you'll be entered into this. So we'll get that going, but thank you guys so much just for the community, the outreach, the support. So much more to come.
Awesome. So with that said, this is another quick episode of 24/7 Comics Live, and we'll see you at the New York Comic Con recap next week, or actually preview next week. Thanks, guys.
Preview/LA recap.
Oh, yes, LA recap, New York preview. We'll do that.
Awesome, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye.